Testing. 1 2 1 2. Testing. Testing. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Canada tonight for the Tier 2 race. We've had a short break because of the problems we've had on F1, but we are back. UFRL are back, and what I've heard is yours sincerely can win the championship tonight. So I will go through that in a moment to see what he has to do to win the championship tonight. I think we have 13 races tonight, guys, so it should be a good race. We will have to wait and see if Kennedy can put the pressure on yours sincerely. But we're going to go through. We'll go through the drivers that are racing in a moment. Just getting up the information for everything. So if you just give me 2 seconds. So I'm just going to go through who is in Tier 2 tonight. We have got Mr. Potwash in the Ferrari. We've got Salty Stevens in the Mercedes. We have also got Kennedy in the Alfa Romeo. He will be trying to challenge yours sincerely tonight to make it go down to the wire, to the last race. But can he do anything? Fourth, we have Grandmaster in the Mercedes. Then in fifth, we got PRV Widget, who he's just changed to a set of mediums. So maybe getting a bit of practicing on this track. We got UFRL Coffee. Last race in Austria, he raced really well. So let's see if he can do anything similar. And then we got Black Panther in the Alpine, who has retired, so I guess has a quality ban. Then we've got F1 Viva in the Red Bull. We've got X-Pro Beast in the Haas. We've got Jay Francis in the other Red Bull. We've got Gandalf in a McLaren. We've got yours sincerely, the championship leader, in the AlphaTauri. And then last and not least, we got VFX Instinct in the Williams. So I'm going to go through what Ross needs to do, or what Kennedy needs to do, to make this race, to make this championship either go down to the wire, or can Frost, e.g. yours sincerely, win it? Can he win in Canada tonight? I'll have that on. Like that. Do that. Okay, everyone. So, what I have been told is, if yours sincerely finishes ahead of Kennedy, Frost wins the championship. So whatever, if Frost goes ahead, finishes ahead of Kennedy, that's it. It's over. So if Frost finishes second, Kennedy must win, take pole and fastest lap. So he's got a lot to do. Okay, and then if yours sincerely finishes third, Kennedy must finish second. But and then if that doesn't happen, yours sincerely will win the championship. And if yours sincerely finishes fourth, Kennedy must finish P3 for it to go down to the last race. And of course, pole and fastest lap will impact these things. So it'd be interesting to see what they can do. But Kennedy this has the lap of his life. The race of his life, really. But we're going to go through to the race now, because I've missed a few there, but we haven't got any times yet. So we're watching Grandmaster right here in the Mercedes. He's just set a sector 2 of a 43.5. So Grandmaster down the straight. This is the toughest bit. Will he be able to do it? And he's invalidated. So let's go to... I think we're going to your city because Sector C went out early. So what will his Sector 2 be? It's going to be a 42.7. Gandalf just set a time of 1:12.0 exactly, pretty much. So I think that's a good time. We'll have to see how it goes, but again, he's got a time on the board. But let's see. Coffee goes pole with a 1:11.9. The first driver into the 1:11s, but yours sincerely down the straight. What can he produce? It's going to be a 1:11.5. He is flying. Takes pole for over about 4 attempts. Let's go down to Kennedy. He has stopped. He has invalidated, so he will be going into the pits. Let's go down to Viva, who is currently in Sector 2. As we've had a few comments just for good luck to everyone. We got VTLX saying hello. Hello, VTLX. Nice to see you tonight. Mr. Poem says, let's go, lads. Let's hope a great race today. Yeah, let's hopefully see what can happen between the top two and if anyone else can get involved in taking that pole. But as we're just going to watch Viva just come through the last final corners now. And Viva is going to set a 1:13.0. Which isn't the quickest, but let's see if that was maybe a out lap again, and then he might go for this lap, or he might have made a mistake. I didn't actually see the whole thing, but Kennedy has actually gone round again, so let's watch Kennedy for the time being. He has also given up, so let's he will be coming into the pits, I think. No, he hasn't. He is coming through. Looked like a weird line, that's why I was thinking, but it's going to be really quick. It's a 1:10.9. He's flying. God, I thought he stopped on the track. It didn't look like he was moving, but the camera angle, I think it was. But Kennedy has only gone and set a 1:10. He's beaten it by about 6 tenths. He's got the pressure on him, and he is delivering at the moment. Let's go down to Mr. Potwash. Black Panther says good luck tonight. Yeah, good luck as well, Black Panther. Let's hope you can do something at the back. Let's see. And as Mr. Potwash comes down the straight, I think that was Viva got out of the way for him, so no problem there. Mr. Potwash, what can he do? He's invalidated. So we've got, I think, just 2 people out at the moment. Widget is just practicing here. He's done 3 laps on the medium, so obviously hasn't had a lot of time to practice tonight, I think, or he's just trying to get used to the track before setting maybe a 1 flying lap at the end. He is quicker though. He's going to go in the 1:14s. Let's go down to Salty Stevens in the Mercedes. As Viva, I've missed, has gone up to P3 with a 1:11.8. So he obviously did do 2 out laps there. And that was a very good lap from him, up to P3. So let's see what Salty Stevens can do. he has invalidated. I'm not sure if he did that then, but he has invalidated, as Grandmaster has also, and so has Widget. No, not Widget. Potwash. He's definitely going for another lap, Mr. Potwash, because I think he's really trying to get his ERS up, trying to get his tyres warmed up. Oh, he's not. He's going into the pits. That was a surprising one. Let's go up to Yours Sincerely, who is just going through Sector 1 now. He is 3 tenths up on his last lap, so he's going to be slower. I think he would have pulled out of it. See what Viva's doing here. So Viva is doing another out lap. So let's stick with... Let's go down to Coffee, I think. I think he'll be the first one across the line that he has invalidated. So... And I think Gandalf has as well. Let's go up to... I'm not doing very well. Let's go stick with Kennedy at the moment. No, he is also not setting a lap at the moment. So let's stick with Yours Sincerely. He is 2 tenths up in the first sector. I finally found someone who is on a lap. So let's stick with Yours Sincerely at the moment. He's going to have a car in front of him, but he does get out of the way just. Did that affect him? It did a tiny bit. He's 2 tenths up now, a bit less. So I'm not sure if that affected him a lot, but he's definitely lost time in sector 2. Let's see what Yours Sincerely can produce as he's going to come across the line, and it's going to be a 1:11.4. He's a tenth down on his time. Like, he's lost a tenth, so it's still not close enough to Kennedy at the moment, but it is a better lap, and he's going to have one more lap to try and get close to Kennedy. Let's go to the pole sitter at the moment, who is actually 2 tenths down on his first sector. So I'm not sure what Viva's doing. No, he's on a set of 5-lap tyres apparently on my screen. Let's stick with Coffee, I think, because I think he's about to produce a really good time here, and he might go second. He does. It's a 1:11.2. He's got up to P2. He is splitting the championship leaders. We've got Kennedy P1, Coffee P2, and Yours Sincerely is currently in P3. Let's go to Gandalf, who's actually invalidated. So I'm guessing he'd probably be coming in. No, he's not. Let's stick with him and see if he is going to do another flying lap. I just saw in the comments, Black Panther said, yeah, I don't want to cause trouble here in the middle of a big fight. Yeah, but we want to see some action. We want to see someone get in the way of Yours Sincerely and Kennedy. Obviously, driving safely. But we want to see people up there. We don't want it to be easy for Yours Sincerely, because we'd love, no offence Yours Sincerely, this to go down to the last race. It's so exciting when it does go down to the last race, because you just don't know what happens. But let's see what will happen tonight. Again, Kennedy's got to do a lot for Yours Sincerely not to win this championship. Let's stick with Gandalf, because he is... This could be his... I think... This could be his last flying lap, because I don't know if he's going to get round... It'd be really tight for him to try and get round again. But I think he's going to go quicker. It's going to be quite a good lap, I think. It's going to be a 1:11.5, and it puts him up to P5. He goes ahead of Viva. Salty Stevens, I've missed as well. He's only gone up to P2, and he's the second driver in the 1 minute 10s. 1 minute 10.999. Wow. Can Salty Stevens get back round, get in the pits, and then out again before the time finishes? We have got 3 minutes 56 seconds. He should have, yeah, he should have time. You need about 2 minutes, so if you get out with 2 minutes spare, you're going to have time. As Mr. Potwash is the only person who's actually not set a time yet. Obviously, you got Black Panther and Pro Beast that have not set, but they did retire at the start. So let's go. I think Kennedy's gone out early here. I think he's going to do 2 out laps again and try and get rid of as much fuel as possible. But let's see what Kennedy does here. As Kennedy's first sector is a 19.9. He is pretty much exactly what he did on his first flying lap. I've been told. Sorry, I thought I couldn't use this, but it's only for the race. Sorry, everyone, if that was annoying you. Kennedy has backed out of this flying lap, so let's go down to Widget, who's actually, I think he's second at a time right now. He is a 10th down on his time, so he's lost a lot of time there. I think he might back out, and let's go up to, let's stick with Grandmaster, I think, because I think Viva was on another out lap. Let's see what Grandmaster can do here. He has invalidated. Let's go up to the top then. Let's go to the pole sitter at the moment, Kennedy. He's half a second. He's obviously going for another out lap. It's really leaving this tight, but he is going to get time. Everyone is out on their laps. There's a few people on the out laps, but every driver, there's 11 drivers out on track at the moment. Let's go to yours sincerely then, see what he's doing. He is also not setting a time at the moment. Everyone is trying to get rid of as much fuel as possible to try and go for as quick a lap at the end. So I think, who's going to go through first? Sorry, I'm just trying to work out. So we're going to stick with Kennedy because he is going to be the first person to cross the line out of these top 4. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone who's actually going to have a good lap and move up the lead. As there's been a crash in Sector 1, there was a McLaren. I think it was Gandalf. It was. He needs to stay out of the way. As Kennedy is a 10th down. He's a 10th down on his fastest lap. As that's it, we're over. PG Widget has finished. He will finish. He start 9th unless Jay Francis or Mr. Potwash can beat him. Let's see what he can do from there. Kennedy is half a second, so he will not improve. Salty Stevens is coming through the last corner. He is going to set a good time here, I think, and it's going to be a 1 minute 10. 8.7. He has picked Kennedy for pole at the moment. Salty Stevens in P1. Yours sincerely has also is not going to improve. He's going to start P4. Let's see. Coffee has invalidated. So the top three is going to be Salty Stevens, Kennedy, and Coffee, with yours sincerely fourth. What a lap from Salty Stevens. And that's it. Salty Stevens is your pole sitter. Well, talk about a bit of competition for Kennedy and yours sincerely tonight. They've not only got Coffee, who the last time I commented on a race, it was Austria, and them three probably have one of the best races I've watched. And now Salty Stevens is involved in this, so it could be a 4/5-6 way race for that pole, because I can't count out Gandalf or Viva. But that was a great lap from Salty Stevens. I completely missed it, but I saw it right at the end. It looked like a good time, but just shows he's 2/10 quicker than Kennedy. So we've got Salty Stevens P1 in the Mercedes. Kennedy, he's P2. He has been yours sincerely, so he has done the first bit. He would have liked pole, but P2 not bad. Coffee is P3 in the Williams. P4 is yours sincerely. P5 is Gandalf. 6th is F1 Viva. 7th Grandmaster. 8th is VFX Instant. 9th is Jay Francis. 10 is Mr. Potwash. And 11th, all person set time, PRV Widget. I'm just going to get a drink quickly and I will be back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. Let's see what will happen in the Canadian Grand Prix. I'll just go through what Kennedy needs to do again to make Tier 2 go to the last race of the season. So, yours sincerely is 28 points ahead. Kennedy has to finish ahead of yours sincerely. So if yours sincerely finishes second, Kennedy must win, but he has to take the pole, which he hasn't actually done, and fastest lap. So again, there is a lot of competition for them top 3 spots, but yeah, it's a big problem for Kennedy already. But if yours sincerely finishes third, Kennedy must finish second. Obviously, this might all change for the fastest lap. We obviously know now he hasn't got pole, so he won't be getting a point for that. But again, yours sincerely, he might DNF. I hope he doesn't. That's not how anyone wants the last race to go down to. And what I've heard is he's a very, very good driver. He hasn't really DNF'd in any of the races so far. I think he's about 3 on the bounce winning, I think, if I looked rightly on the table. Double check that. So he's won 3 out of the last 4, so it's pretty impressive from him. Again, only 2 races left now of the season. He is currently on 212 and Kennedy is on 184. But it'd be interesting to see what tyres everyone goes on. Maybe Kennedy will just try out the block and go, look, I'm going to go for a hard, soft setup. We are going to be underway here, though. Let's see what will happen. Salty Stevens, Kennedy get off both really well. Let me just put up the lap data. So, Salty Stevens is still in P1. Kennedy, P2. But yours sincerely is up to P3. He has taken Coffee. Coffee is fighting and he does retake P3. Yours sincerely back down in P4. But they are fighting side by side here for the P3 position. That was a really good manoeuvre there from Coffee to retake P3. I thought we had lost it there. Let's see if yours sincerely will be able to stay close enough here for down the straight. You've got Viva, who has actually just taken Gandalf as well. There is really good racing. Gandalf is behind Viva now and is struggling. He could be in a bit of trouble with Grandmaster to keep 6th. Let's go to Kennedy. He's about to take P1. He has got some serious pace down that straight and he is up to P1. He is in the lead. He has done what he has to at the moment. Salty Stevens will try and fight back here. Can he do it? No. Kennedy will keep the position. But this could be every lap because they both seem to have really good pace and that straight is quite easy to overtake if you get close enough down that straight. It's really hard to compete. But yours sincerely is still stuck behind Coffee and the top 2 already have a 2-second lead. So let's go to the top 2 and we'll go back down to, I think, Grandmaster in a minute because he looks like, I'm going to go down to him now because he looks like he's about to get Gandalf. He just loses it a bit though. So let's go back up to P1 and P2 because like we saw, you can get some serious pace down this straight. What will he do with ERS? Won't be close enough. But yours sincerely is up to P3. Coffee has lost out. Yours sincerely now in P3. as Salty Stevens is only 2/10 as your City just set the fastest lap of 1:14.5. As don't think there are any overtakes here. So let's go down to the bottom of the grid. Let's go down to Black Panther, who's about to take VFX Instant for 11th position. Ex-Pro Beast and Black Panther had a good start. They're both up 2 and 3 places, I think. So that's very good for them. We're going to go back up to the top. Because this lap, obviously, DRS is enabled. So let's see what Salty Stevens can do here. As Kennedy would go wide as well. So this can be a really good chance for Salty Stevens. But he did have a really good getaway there, Kennedy. As his DRS is open, he is catching, but he's not going to be close enough. And Yours Sincerely is getting closer. He's only 2 seconds away. He was 2.5 last lap, so he is flying at the moment. Yours Sincerely again is quickest, a 1:14.0, and there's a yellow flag in sector 3. Pro Beast is coming into the pits. He must have damage. Let's go up to Viva, who has actually taken Coffee. Coffee really struggling. Is he on the hards? He is. He is on the hards. So that's why he's been struggling. He's actually hasn't got the tyre temp at the moment. But at some point, them hards will become the better tyre. He's just got to try and stay close enough to the top pack. But he's really struggling on them hards at the moment. Grandmaster on the softs, the only driver on the softs. You got 4 drivers on the hards, and the rest are on mediums. Let's go up to the top 2 again, because they are side by side, not side by side, sorry, but there's only 4 temps separating the 2. Kennedy just can't get that second gap. And Salty Stevens is going to retake the lead here. I think he has such a good exit out that last corner. No, he just wasn't close enough. No penalties at the moment for anyone. There has been 2 pit stops though, Black Panther and Pro Beast. So they must have contact, I reckon. But Yours Sincerely is definitely catching, only 1.7 seconds now. As Ufrl Viva has just confirmed as well to me that all Yours Sincerely needs now is top 2. So if Yours Sincerely does get top 2, even if Kennedy wins, Yours Sincerely will win the championship. And I've missed this as well, but VTLX said great lap from Salty from Quali. Yeah, it really was. And Salty Stevens has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Already 6 laps in. That is not good. That is really played into the hands of Yours Sincerely as well. Because like Viva said, all he needs is second position. But Salty Stevens is still right behind Kennedy here. He will get DRS down this straight as well. So will he try and do the overtake here? Or is he going to wait till the long straight next? As Black Panther has set the fastest lap, a 1:13.1, which is about a second quicker than the top 3, I believe. I'm sure the quickest lap from them was about a 1:14.0. Yeah, 1:14.0. So he's flying on them new set of mediums. Let's see, can Salty Stevens get into the lead here? He's going to try. And they're side by side here. Kennedy, great defending. But I think Salty Stevens is going to have the better exit. No, he's still behind. But this is playing into the hand of Yours Sincerely here so much. He's only 1.65 seconds now. Grandmaster is losing positions here. His softs already might be off. Yeah, I wonder how the degradation is in this race, because on them set of softs he should be flying, but instead he's actually losing positions. As Jay Francis is pitting onto a set of mediums. But I'm really surprised Salty Stephen hasn't been able to get past Kennedy here. Kennedy's car must be so quick. Because look how close he is here. It's 2 tenths and he still can't get close enough, even with DRS. As Yours Sincerely is just watching this unfold, knowing all he's got to do is stay 3 seconds, Salty Stevens. As Salty Stevens is set up, he's got another 3 seconds. He's up to 6 seconds already. That is not what you need after 8 laps. He's pushing too hard to get into this first place. If I was Kennedy, I possibly might even let him pass now. He's got 6 seconds worth of penalties. Let him pass, just follow him. Because at the moment, Yours Sincerely is catching you both up. You need him to try and get away from Yours Sincerely somehow. It's really tough for Kennedy though, because he's defending really well. But as Salty Stevens must get him here. They're literally side by side. As Salty Stevens does go up to P1. But look, Yours Sincerely is right on the back here. He's only 7 tenths behind these two now. It was over 2.5 seconds 3 laps ago. But the top 3 are only separated by 1 second. Then Viva is 3.7 seconds back from the top 3. Then you got Coffee and Gandalf on them hards. They have actually kind of stabilised the positions now, so I think them tyres are coming to them, because if anything, Coffee is catching Viva again. As Grandmaster has picked up a 3-second penalty. He's on the set of hards as well, so them softs obviously died so quickly. And Kennedy has gone back up to P1. And they're 3 wide. They're 3 wide going down the straight. This is playing into Yours Sincerely hands so well. He must be so happy right now. Look at him. There's half a second separating the 3. As Coffee is actually really caught up to Viva here. He's only 4 tenths now behind Viva. So are the mediums tyres already finished? Are they going to have to pit in the next few laps? Is this going to be a 2-pit stop race? Because surely these mediums have to get to lap 15, you'd think. But Coffee has really caught up to Viva here, unless Viva did have a problem on the corners. As Salty Stevens is back up to P1. He did just clock the corner again, though. He's really struggling to keep it into the air. As Salty Stevens now is P1. As the top three are separated by a second still. Yours sincerely just watching this unfold in P3. Will he want to win this race though? Will he want to crown the championship with a win? Will someone try the undercut? Because the top two are overtaking, but yours sincerely is just sitting back in P3, but again, it's playing into his hands so well. As Grandmaster picks up a 3-second time penalty. I think that's 6 seconds now for him. It is. We've got Salty Stevens and Grandmaster on 6 seconds. Mr. Potwash on 3. As the medium tyres are now on 10 laps. As Kennedy is back up to P1. Kennedy obviously has the better setup for the pace because he is overtaking a lot easier than Salty Stevens. But again, Salty Stevens around the corners seems like the better car. It's a shame about his penalties because he's seriously quick. He could have easily be going for the win right here. But Kennedy and Yours Sincerely have just... They're just so... what's the word? Sorry, I can't think of the word, but they just race so well and they don't really pick up many penalties. As we have a virtual safety car, and I don't know what for. I don't see anything. I'm lost, guys. I didn't see anything. So we do have a virtual. It's not okay. It is VFX. He has no front to wing. He has just started a new lap as well, so that's not great for him. We have a virtual safety car, and the top three are all pitting. Let's see who will come out first, because they are really close to each other. This could be done in the pits, because what's happened here? What's happened to Kennedy? He had front wing, I think. He's lost out not only to Salty Stevens, but he's lost out to Yours Sincerely. I don't know what happened with Kennedy there, but he is down in P3 now. What happened to Kennedy? He didn't have a penalty, so I have no idea what happened there. But now Salty Stevens has taken the lead, really, because the top three will all need to pit. Coffee now is the leader of the race, with Viva, who actually did not pit under the virtual. But let's see if Kennedy can catch up with these two, because he's 3 seconds back. Salty Stevens now has a 1.7 seconds gap from Yours Sincerely. And Salty Stevens actually gone on to another set of mediums. He's doing a 2-pitter. He's doing 2 pit stops. He's going medium, softs, I'm guessing. He has changed it up. He is going for a 2 pit stop strategy. Let's see if that will pay out for him. He is gaining a lot of time. He's 2.5 seconds now ahead of Yours Sincerely. He obviously needs about 20 seconds, so. But he will be quick at the end. But he's already caught on to the back of Gandalf. Don't think Gandalf will be able to do much here. He should just really let him pass. Don't get in the way too much. Let him down the straight. As Pro Beast now picks up a 3-second, and Gandalf did go wide. I'm not sure if he just let him pass, but now Salty Stevens is up to P3. And he will be trying to catch Viva as quickly as possible. And he picks up another 3-second penalty. He's up to 9 seconds now. So, yeah, he's got massive problems. But he's still going really quick. He's only 7 tenths now behind Viva. I'm really surprised Viva didn't pit. But, again, 23 laps on the hards for Sincerely and Kennedy. Kennedy is 2.6 seconds. We have a few pits down the bottom. We have quite a few penalties. So this race will change dramatically if there is a safety car. Salty Stevens is going to be up to P2. He does take Viva here. And he is 2.5 seconds now behind Coffee. He's gained he's about 3 seconds ahead of Yours Sincerely here. His tyres will obviously go off in about 10 to 12 laps, seems like. As Yours Sincerely has actually taken Gandalf, he's up to P4 now. Kennedy is 1.4 seconds, 2 seconds now behind Gandalf. Obviously shouldn't be tough work to get past him, but he might be to the end of the lap now. It's gonna be tough. You've got the straight where you do get DRS just after sector 1, so you need to get as close as there to be able to have a go. Let's stay with Kennedy. He is really close, and he might even take it before he does. Kennedy is up to P5. Didn't even need to wait to the DRS. So Kennedy still tracking, trying to get back to Yours Sincerely. Because at the moment, your championship leader, Yours Sincerely, will be winning the championship tonight. Kennedy will not be able to do anything. But there is a caution in Sector 1. Will this bring out a safety car? No, it doesn't. It will clear that pretty quickly. And Yours Sincerely is up to P3 now. So we will just check the penalty situation as well. So at the moment, Salty Stevens and Grandmaster, both in the Mercedes, both with 9 seconds. Not great for the Mercedes. They are in a bit of trouble here. What Salty Stevens needs is no safety car. Yours Sincerely and Kennedy stay on them hards, and he gets on a set of mediums in about lap 27, 28, and try and do something. But yeah, he's in big trouble. Then Black Panther, Mr. Potwash, and Pro Beast are all on 3 seconds. The rest of the grid are on 0. But the two Mercedes, both on 9 seconds at the moment. Not what they would have wanted. But you never know. You don't know about this game. We're going to go up to Yours Sincerely, who it's about to take Coffee for P2. He will be about 3 seconds behind Salty Stevens. Kennedy really needs to try anything to get close to Yours Sincerely. He is up to P3 now. He is behind. He is back with the top 3 are Salty Stevens, Yours Sincerely, and Kennedy. But it's even if Kennedy can get past Yours Sincerely, Yours Sincerely just needs to finish P2, and I can't see anyone else stopping him. As Kennedy is actually catching yours sincerely here. He's only 1.4 seconds now behind the championship leader. And if anyone is listening and would like to know who is racing tonight, the Champions League scores are Lens 1, Arsenal 1, and then Man United 1, Galatasaray 1. They are the two English Champions League scores. As Salty Stevens is at 3.4 seconds. And Kennedy, you know what? He's going to have DRS soon on yours sincerely. Black Panther is up to P4 at the moment. He is on 15 lap mediums. He's going to have to pit very soon. They must be feeling horrible. Coffee's got to try and do 16 laps as well on them mediums. That's going to be really tough. But again, it will be easier because they're at the end of the race. They won't be as bad. But Black Panther picks up a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. Oh, not what you want, but that is a shame. That is a big shame. It'll be interesting what tyre he goes on. He's going to go on a set of mediums again. So he must have started on the hards. Kennedy does have DRS now. He's only 7 tenths now behind yours sincerely. Will yours sincerely even bother to fight? This is for P1 though, isn't it? This is for the lead. Because with Salty Stevens only 9 seconds. And he's 4 seconds up the road, but it's not enough. And I think Kennedy is going to get him. Because Kennedy down the straight is rapid. Yours sincerely is fighting it though. And yours sincerely's got a 3-second time penalty for doing that. He has got 3 seconds. This is making it very interesting now. So really, Salty Stevens has only got 6 seconds to gain now on yours sincerely. This is not over yet. Kennedy is up to P2 and pretty much P1. Will he be able to get out of the 1 second DRS zone? That is the question though, because yours sincerely is right on the back and he will have DRS here, as VFX Instant is another driver to pick up a time penalty. We have now got 8 of the 13 drivers with a penalty. Again, this track is really tough, especially that last corner. It is so easy. It is so easy to pick up penalty on them last 2 corners. Yours sincerely still right on the back of Kennedy. This is the closest battle. We have got Pro Beast. Let's go down to Pro Beast actually, who is fighting for P2, 12 and P11. I'm not sure if he just lost the position to Grandmaster though. That is the thing. If he goes over a second, I will be going back up to the top. As Black Panther, he has got some great pace in that car. He's only going to set another quickest time, and he's up to P7. But has got that 5-second penalty. But we're going to go to P2, P3. The championship rivals. What I was hearing all day as well. They've been slating each other, saying that neither of them can drive. They've been saying that they're going to win the championship. No, I don't think they have, but I'm sure they're really nice to each other. But let's think they have. Let's hopefully have a great battle here. As Kennedy still stays on to the lead. And we're going to... Oh, I thought there was a safety car there. There's a lot. There's a VFX incident, and it's a safety car. It is a safety car. So obviously Salty Stevens will pit, but he's gonna have to go onto a set of hards. This I think the top three will pit, and I think Kennedy and yours sincerely will go onto a set of mediums, and I think Salty Stevens is gonna have to go onto a set of hards because softs don't last 11 laps. They just don't last 11 laps. I'm not sure what happened to Instant. I don't think he was close to anyone. He must have lost it. But VFX Instant is the first driver to retire from the race. The people this does not help is Salty Stevens. Doesn't help Grandmaster. And it doesn't really help yours sincerely. It helps that it's quite far from the end. Let's see what the top three do. Salty Steven has pitted. They're all pitted. But what will Salty Steven's going to have to go on to a set of... He's been blocked! He's been blocked by his driver! No! This is awful for Salty Stevens. Oh no! He's going to come out so late. And yours sincerely's got Kennedy. Yours sincerely, he's only got Kennedy in the pit stops. This is awful for Salty Stevens. He got blocked by a driver that he was lapping. Salty Stevens, that is just so unlucky. Obviously, you would have seen that on the screen that his teammate was coming in, but he had to come in. So right now we're going to have yours sincerely is P1. I don't even know how he got through Kennedy in the pit stop, but unless obviously Kennedy had a bad pit stop, maybe he didn't press the. As yours sincerely just nearly hit into the back of the safety car there, really close there. Kennedy is P2 and Salty Stevens is P3. The penalty situation is actually huge right now. Yours sincerely, 3 seconds. He needs to get as far ahead as P4, 5 and 6 as he possibly can. With 10 laps to go. Salty Stevens is in big trouble. He has got 9 seconds worth of penalty. He's got to try and get 6 seconds, 9 seconds on some drivers. It's really tough for him here. And he got really unlucky in that pit stop. He really should have been out first. Tried to get away on them set of softs, but unfortunately that's how it affected him. So we have no drivers on the hards. We have yours sincerely and Kennedy both on the mediums, so they will be fighting tooth and nail for that win. Third and fourth, Salty Stevens and Coffee are on the softs. Viva and Gandalf on the mediums. Black Panther and Widget are on the softs, and then the rest of them are on the mediums. As Pro Beast has pitted for a set of softs, so everyone is on either 2, 1 or 0 lap old tyres. The safety car might actually be a while away from coming in. It'll probably be, I don't know if it'll be in this lap, it'll probably be in the lap after, which will help the soft drivers, because they're going to be really struggling to get them to the end. Yeah, the safety car will not be in this lap. There's still about 4 drivers to catch up, so we're going to have one more lap of the safety car. So if anyone is listening right now, who is going to win the race tonight? Will it be Kennedy? Will it be yours sincerely? Or will it be someone like, I don't know, maybe we'll see someone like Coffee. Maybe we'll see something happen at the top. I'm putting my money on Kennedy just because he has driven so well today and he hasn't got a penalty. And yeah, I think that's a big thing, especially with this late safety car. Safety car is in this lap, but yours sincerely just has to be careful. He just has to stay sensible. I know he'll want to win the race, but all he needs is P2 and he will win the championship in tier 2, as yours sincerely does start backing up the pack. Please be careful, everyone, if you are listening. Obviously it can be a bit of a dangerous game at the restart of a safety car. I want to see how these softs do, because I think by lap 30 they could be dead. As yours sincerely has already gone. He has gone. Kennedy did not expect that, and he did cut a corner. He has cut a corner there. I just saw that, so he will get a warning for that. Be interesting to see how many that is. As the top 5 are yours sincerely, Kennedy, Salty Stevens, Coffee and Viva. Salty Stevens will be really quick on the softs, but he has to try and make them last. As Kennedy is half a second, and there has been another yellow flag in sector 3. Black Panther has lost it. I'm not sure if he got hit, but he is down in P12 now. Kennedy is right behind yours sincerely here. Just has to be careful, just has to stay close. Coffee is actually really close to Salty Stevens here. He is driving the better of the two on their set of softs. I thought Salty Stevens would be rapid. I thought he'd be right behind the top 2. As Kennedy is actually a second now behind yours sincerely. Has cut that down to 7/10. Mr. Potwash, let's go to Mr. Potwash, because he looks like he's about to take Widget for P7. He's not able to close the gap, but Widget has gone wide and Mr. Potwash will be taking P7. Mr. Widget might actually lose out to Grandmaster. Grandmaster does have to just stay behind. Let's go up to Kennedy. He is half a second behind yours sincerely. He obviously won't be able to go for it here, but now after this lap DRS will be enabled, as Kennedy has actually set the fastest out of 1:12.8. as Black Panther has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Kennedy just sticking right on the back of yours sincerely. Salty Stevens has lost out a bit here. He's now 1.4 seconds behind the top two, with Coffee right behind Salty Stevens. Kennedy looks like he might be able to get yours sincerely here. We will wait and see though. What is he able to do it? They're side by side. And he is up to P1. Kennedy has retaken the lead. Kennedy up to P1. Now, what Kennedy needs is Coffee to be able to get close to these two. Because at the moment, Coffee is actually going to be P2. And then I believe it would go down to the last race. I'm not 100% sure on this. But again, I don't know how long them tyres are going to last for. As there is it's about 4 seconds, so 4 seconds separating the top four. Yours sincerely does look like he still has DRS. So he does, so he will be catching up Kennedy down the straight here. He nearly lost it, but he's just about kept it. As Viva, we're going to go down to Viva in P6, who's about to take. He's had to stay right behind him. Does he have a better exit? No, Gandalf had a really good exit there. But what can Viva do down in this first corner? He has to stay behind. As Coffee has lost out a bit here. He's now 1.6 seconds behind Salty. Are them tyres already being affected? 7 laps. It was about that when Grandmaster struggled. Yours sincerely is still only 6/10 behind Kennedy. All Kennedy needs to do though is not pick up a time penalty, and he will be winning this race. Let's go. We're just going to stay with these two until the straight, because I want to see Viva and see if he's able to get Gandalf. As Salty Stevens and Coffee now are being affected. They are really affected now. They're 2.2 seconds behind yours sincerely. Let's go to Viva then. Can he do anything down this first corner? No, he can't. He's going to have to stay behind Gandalf again. This is really affecting Viva, because I think these two could catch third and fourth if they work together. As Grandmaster has just taken J Francis for P10. Let's go up to yours sincerely again. At the moment, yours sincerely will be winning the championship, because at the moment Coffee is not close enough. So yours sincerely is still right on the back, but we're going to go down to Viva. Just can't get past Gandalf. He needs to try something out the air. He needs to try something because he's really getting stuck here. As we have a yellow flag in Sector 1. I'm not sure who it is. I think it might be Jay Francis. As Black Panther is actually right behind these two now. Can anything happen here for Viva? Because he's really struggling now. He's going to have to try and get past Gandalf now. Otherwise, he's really in trouble with Black Panther behind him. But we're going to have to go up to the top 4, I think. As Viva has actually just taken. He did do it. He's just got past Gandalf. I think Gandalf might be about to lose out 2 places in the space of 2 corners. It's really good battling from these 3. As Viva has gone out in front and Gandalf does keep the position to Black Panther. Coffee is still close to Salty Stevens. But we're going to go back up to the top 2 because Yours Sincerely has not actually lost Kennedy. He is just stuck right behind him in his 3 attempts going into the last penultimate lap. Kennedy will want to win this just to have his what Kennedy needs to do now is just slow everyone down. Slow him around the corners. Try and get Salty Stevens and Coffee close. Try and get this race try and get this championship to the last race. If you can hear me, Kennedy, just slow around the corners. Try and get that 3-second gap. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you've got to try it. I don't want you to risk losing each other's races. But at the moment, it will be them to the top 2. As Coffee is actually about to take Salty Stevens here. They are really close side by side. And Black Panther's actually got Viva. Black Panther flying on this set of softs. 12 lap old as well. Oh, they touched. Yours Sincerely is just touched. And this could actually go down to the last race because he's actually affected his own race. It's going to be really close. It is going to be seriously close. Will Yours Sincerely get 2nd or will he get 3rd? It's going to be seriously close, guys. What will happen? Can Coffee get P2? It's going to be Coffee's P3. 0.052. Yours Sincerely has just won the championship, I think, with a 0.052 lead from Coffee. He has just really nearly just affected his whole chance there. Obviously, he still had a great chance to win the championship. But I can confirm, I believe, that Yours Sincerely is the championship winner of Tier 2. I don't want to say that until Viva puts that on Discord. But what I've heard from Viva and the rest of the leaders is Yours Sincerely needed P2. And Kennedy did not get pole position, so he cannot make it go down to the last race. So, well done, Yours Sincerely. You have only gone and won Tier 2 Championship. Great drive from everyone actually tonight. It was really good fun. People really got affected by them penalties in the end. But your winner was Kennedy. But the person who will feel like a right winner tonight is Yours Sincerely, who is the championship Tier 2 winner. Well done, everyone. That was really good racing. You two nearly really affected your race at the end with that little tap. But again, nothing too serious, I'm sure. Yeah, didn't affect either of you, really. It nearly affected you, Yours Sincerely, because nearly affected his own race. But yeah, it was a great watch, and got to say, well done to Kennedy for the race win. And he actually did pick up the fastest lap. So Salty Stevens getting that pole really affected Kennedy. But again, what I've heard from Viva and his great mind is Kennedy needed pole, pole. Yeah, he needed pole, the race win, and the fastest lap to make this go down to the final lap. I don't think he's done it. So Kennedy was P1. Yours sincerely was P2, and he is the championship winner with a race to go. And P3 was Coffee. They are the top three of the championship, and it shows. Viva did finish in fourth. Gandalf P5, P6 Salty Stevens, and P7 Black Panther. Again, well done everyone. That was a great watch. Yeah, massive thanks to everyone. You all raced really well. Even at the back, battling was really good. I didn't really see many problems with anything, so I can't imagine the stewards would be that busy tonight. Hopefully not anyway for you stewards, but again, well done everyone, and a massive well done to Kennedy on the race win, and yours sincerely on the championship win. Well done. I'm Sainsy93, and you've been watching UFRL, and good night.